Kristen, do it with me. YouTube. Ready? 1, 2, go. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, welcome. All right, guys. So today we're here with a very special, messy episode. Today we're going to be taking the entire setup down. It's no longer going to be connected. Believe it or not, there is a way to do it right. Keep the whole process really simple. And in the end, instead of just kind of throwing everything in a box and everything gets tangled up, invite a friend over. This is Kristen. My name is Jimmy. I go also under the name of DJ Infect or DJ Infectious. You can check my YouTube. There's multiple videos that shows me DJing, making awesome mixes, so you can tell that I really do know what I'm talking about. Everything's sponsored free, and I'm here to teach you how to focus on creativity and to get through the hype the easiest way. Anyways, all right, so Kristen, introduce yourself.
My name's Kristen, and I'm here to show you how to take down your system and make it super effective for you.
The first thing I want to recommend to you guys, when you're breaking down a system, like I said before, invite a friend over. What we're going to do is we're going to work together. You guys are going to be able to see us take the wires out and ravel them up correctly. There's a few different ways to do it. And then we're going to separate it into multiple bags. So that's definitely step one. And furthermore, don't trust your equipment with a moving company or anybody that you really don't know, because it is fragile. And second of all, you don't want to lose any equipment. You know, a brown box falls off the back of the truck, and in the end, hobby insurance really doesn't work out too well. I do want to mention this is a very difficult day for me because this was a lot of work. For example, things like Eurorack. This is meant to be broken down, put back together, even though I am planning on doing more of a permanent setup. But when it comes to the wires that are down here, and it comes to all the wiring that you're about to see, I mean, I run 2 mixers, 2 audio interfaces, a rack full of compressors and all the good stuff, as well as all the lighting. You know, all these lights, all these brackets have to be taken down and moved. And of course, you don't want to break anything. You know, a lot of these lights are built pretty strong, but in the end of the day, all of this stuff is fragile. Oh, and I have to quickly announce, we are moving to an awesome, brand new studio. We're taking things to a level that I never thought in my lifetime we would ever be able to do and experience together. This new studio, just to give you guys an idea on how big it is, imagine a 3-car oversized garage. It's a mini warehouse. It's set far away so I can blast my speakers and not have to worry about my neighbors complaining as I do now. You know, and definitely check out our behind the scenes video. You'll see that this studio is actually located in a bedroom. So you're going to learn a lot about how to really like optimize the space and, you know, drive Kristen crazy sort of situation. But anyways, all right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get pumping and let's make this, let's try to keep this as, you know, simple as possible. And like I said, it's a very emotional day. I realize just how important it is for you guys to learn about how to build this setup and break it down. So as I'm breaking it down, I'm going to do my best to try to explain the process, why certain things were hooked up the way they were. So definitely stick around, and there's going to be a lot more to learn in this video. All right, Kristen. So first, let me see, switch with me. So I think the best thing we can do, let's move this audio interface.
Okay. I think also we can get rid of this poop bag.
All right, yeah, let's move that. Okay, so let's clean this table so we can move it out of the way.
Okay.
And that way we can get a good shot of the insanity.
Do you have a bag for batteries you can give me?
First what I want to do, yes. Actually, those batteries can go right in the garbage. Okay. Why don't you go grab the garbage that's over there. I'm going to grab my camera bag, and all my camera stuff, I'm going to organize it here. Yeah, more stuff. For example, guys, let's say we've got 2 of these HDMI to mini HDMI. we're going to put them all in these large snack bags. So I already know I have about 10 of them.
Those are gallon bags.
Yeah, so so we're going to go ahead and put them in here. So this is one of the biggest tricks that you guys are going to benefit from. Just having all of your, you know, HDMI to mini HDMI in the same bag. When you go to use this particular wire, it'll be really easy for you to find. So let me get the camera stuff out of here. I definitely do not recommend buy this. This is on the sale list. All right, what's this wire? I cannot wait to just move this. Okay.
HDMI to USB-C. I got one.
Yeah, so this is mini
That
HDMI.
one.
Okay, so you wrap this. Yeah, guys, this is just a long process. Now this is time code. We're gonna put that in there, in the camera bag. Anything camera related at this point, I'm just throwing in the camera bag. Everything goes in baggies. That's the key, you know, is organize in baggies. That's definitely step one.
Which takes a little while, but it's definitely worthwhile.
Yeah, every time I break down my entire setup and completely, you know, redo it, I always love just being able to look at the bag like they're see-through and be like, okay, good, I got 2 of those, you know? I mean, they don't necessarily have to be pretty, but some of the longer ones, and that's again what Kristen's for. You know, she'll help me, you know, she'll help me sort of, you know, wrap these up.
I'm good at organization.
Exactly. Okay, see, like first A, you know, and then boom. I know I don't have a lot of these. Goes in the snack baggie. Boom. Okay, so all USBs, let's put inside of a large bag. So I have one large bag. See, I know I have a bunch of these, so I really want them to have their own gallon bag. So let's get a second gallon bag. Okay, what's in here? Perfect. So let's use this one because I know I don't have a lot of these for all the smaller USBs. See, guys, how I'm creating like a USB. This is my HDMI to HDMI. Okay, and we got this is a weird one. This is a monitor one. So monitor one, since it's just a one-off and it's, you know, video related, I'm just gonna throw it inside my video bag for right now. All right. We also have this cable. I do not recommend HOSA. This was given to me free. Now your rack stuff. Let's take all of these and let's get a baggie for these. Okay. So, yep, let's put that right in there. I know I got 2 of them. Here's the second. There you go. So these are extension cables to add more racks, and you're basically tripling up on your power supply. So all of these, like, extenders, they're all going to go inside of its own bag. I know it'll be easier to find later. And these are kind of the split-second decisions that, you know, you need to be able to make as you're going so you can find stuff later on. This one right here is Thunderbolt 3 cable. So you guys, we're just going to methodically get through it. Yeah, Eurorack disaster. All right, we're almost ready for that now that I'm looking at it. This is another camera wire. This is actually TRSS to TRS. It's a very interesting wire, but I know it has to do with video. I might only have a few of them. For right now, we'll just put this to the side. And see how we're just starting to organize baggies upon baggies of stuff. I'm just going to put those right there. It's just going to get too confusing. Power wires. I have a whole separate spot just for power wires. So let's go ahead. Let's wrap this up. Let's get this inside of a bigger baggie. And then wait till you guys see what's coming next. You guys are really going to like this. Hardware is going to be heavily bubble wrapped. It's a whole separate process. So now we got a lens cap. Goes in the camera bag. All right. Now right here, this is going to go in our computer bag. This is a 1 terabyte NAND 3D NAND SSD NVMe. So we'll throw that over there. Okay, next. We've got something bizarre looking. Let me open this up. I completely forgot what this was. All right, let's just see. Okay, this right here is a battery or something. Yeah, this is actually a battery that I'm going to be using with one of my smaller B cams. And that will actually give it a longer battery life, which is kind of interesting. So you know what? Let's put it right in the camera bag. Let's get it out of the way. Let's throw the box out. Get the camera bag out of the way. And we will start on possibly your rack. There we go. Pass along. Ooh. All right.
Okay.
Guys, this is lighting, so lighting's gonna be a whole separate topic in itself, how to pack that up. These are paper towels. As you're going, clean. Because if you don't clean as you're going and it gets dusty as you're pulling up the back of the wires, this whole place is gonna be a mess. And worst of all, you're gonna get dust all over your equipment. So I always keep paper towels by me. Sometimes I wet them, so I actually have a little bit of like a wet paper towel roll. And obviously, don't spray Windex on your stereo equipment. You know, water's usually just fine. You know, let me pull this out because this is really going to go with hardware. So we're really not on hardware. We're still kind of doing wires. Let's move your rack bucket here. Now, what do we do with this? So, you know, let's just take all of these wires and get them all inside of gallon bags. So let's just get all of these out of here. Everything's about saving space. I'm taking something absolutely massive and just getting rid of it.
It's making me bag all these things, but in the end, this does make it faster for your routine once you are ready to reset up your stuff. So, Ziploc bags. It's a good time. And, you know, all this does make sense in the end. It does take a while to break down, especially if you're a collector like this, because this is wild. And this is only a third of his bedroom. So you can see that there's a lot of stuff to break down. Move these are finished.
Okay, your rack's finished. Now guys, we're gonna show you next where the finished wires will actually go. Okay, there's lots of air in here. Make sure your bags don't have air in them because that could wind up taking up a lot of space. Hold on. I got one hand here.
I thought you had two.
All right, here, put them in here. These are regular HDMIs. Gonna get a little confusing, but we're gonna do it anyways.
So stupid.
All right. See how nice she is?
Can you tell we love each other?
All right. So perfect. Okay. Now. All right. Got it. Got it. All right. Got it. Good.
Here
All
is
right.
another doobly
We
pop.
got a lot
Goes
of
over
video
here.
wires. We haven't even started touching the audio wires yet. Oh my lord.
See, put in the other HDMI.
This is like Halloween here. All these HDMI. I should just start throwing some of these out because I really don't use that many.
Is this audio too?
Maybe we'll do a giveaway. Yes, that goes with that other in this bag. So that's MIDI. It's a MIDI wire. Oh,
So
boy.
why don't I take it out and put it with the, so we have an extra bag.
Yes, good idea.
Put this with right over
Hold on, get a snack bag for those.
here. Okay. Here, give me. That's a lunch bag. Sandwich
Lunch bag?
Sandwich bag.
I'm very confused.
I'm just making up bags now.
All right, next. All right, now, I don't know what this
Ooh, we
is.
lost one.
Let's open this up. Ow.
Don't hurt yourself over there. We got bags biting back.
All right, this is our Bluetooth action. Yep. All right. Yeah, guys, we're going to definitely be doing a video. It's going to be really cool. So, like, it's going to be explaining. So, like, you see these wireless, you know, Sennheiser. These things are really expensive, right? So, I actually had an idea using a Bluetooth transmitter and a Bluetooth receiver that you can see sort of right in there. And then I have a transmitter connecting it in the back of your camera, the back of your, you know, how do I say, MixPre. Can you actually save money on these expensive lav mics or, you know, and all that good stuff using Bluetooth? So that's going to be something that we're going to be getting into. Actually, I bought a couple of kits, and we're going to be using it for a microphone as well as a headphone and see how that all goes.
Bring them on up.
All right. Next step. All right. Next, guys. Now, these are the best way. See, these are hard, right? These are going to be the best way to really organize and move your wires, because wires, if you get your wires like, you know, let's say you take this wire, for example, and you start going like this to it really hard, it's going to break your wire, okay? And especially like when you put a wire in and you pull it out, you don't want to be pulling from back here because these will eventually disconnect. So it's very important that when transferring expensive wires that you do it inside of a wooden case or a wooden box. This is actually a really nice chest, and I got it from Tenegular Audio when I bought my compressors. And, you know, it locks in the front, which is really nice. It's sturdy, built, it's got handles, and it's perfect for traveling with a lot of wires.
And it has foam on the inside.
And it has foam on the inside, well put. So it's perfect for traveling. with wires.
Corrugated as well.
Like this is a
We
disaster.
should bag the inside. Let's check out what we got in here.
Oh my.
This is like a bag of
Lord.
tricks. It's
Okay.
like Christmas.
These are repeater USBs.
I found an extension cord. Remember I said I wanted one?
Yeah, right.
Found it.
I told you I had a whole bunch of extension cords. I just couldn't. You know,
Keep this to
it's
the
funny when
side.
you need something, you can't find it, but when you don't need something, you seem to always find it, right? So that's kind of how extension cords are in my house. I always want to find it, and then I can't find
There's
it,
another
and then
HDMI to
I keep
small
finding it when I don't
USB.
want it. All right, cool. So that goes inside that other USB bag. Now we got a bungee cord. Let's just toss that.
We have, what are you?
So this is the Complete 11 Ultimate external thing. Disaster. You can just look up Red Sound Sampler, I'm sure. And that's actually the actual wires that come with the brand new unit so that you can still use your headphones but record into it at the same time and sample through it. So it's actually a really cool wire. I guess we'll have to keep it because I'm probably going to be buying another one of those samplers. We're seeing a lot of dust. I'm going to go quickly grab the vacuum. Oh my God. Kristen was nice enough to let us use her vacuum. So let's not break it. Yeah, guys, and I just wanted to quickly endorse this vacuum. I love this thing. This is the Shrek cordless.
Shark, not Shrek as the character.
Yeah, one good thing is my ears are still strong, but my eyes not as much. All right, so let's get organized. I definitely do like to hardwire, but I don't really have that many computers at this point to hardwire, but because I'm building a backup server, I might wind up using them.
And we have another backup computer right now, which is
Right.
mine. So we might.
That's true. We might wind up using them.
Ready?
Hey guys, welcome back. We're here at day 2.
Do that again.
No, we're not going to redo the whole thing.
Okay, all right.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back. Day 2. So today we're going to be putting 2 things. One, our really good quality wires are going to go inside a wooden case. Right now, I have 2 of those. Then we've picked up a couple of these sort of duffel bags, okay? They're big and awesome bags. These are going to be used for wires that I don't really use all the time. And then these will be secured either inside luggage, which we'll be showing you guys in a little bit, like if you're traveling around the world, and or will be put inside of a really good double-sided brown box and taped. So first and foremost, let's take the wires that we have on the table and let's decide what can go inside the duffel bag and then what can go inside the rock hard wooden case.
Awesome.
Sounds good? All right, so we know that these USBs we're not using as often. Let's put them in there. Yeah, power adapters that I'm not sure if they go with are gonna go inside these bags. Ethernet wires, when I go to do a server, I'll pull that out. Stereo wires we will keep to the side. All right, cool. So this bag is done. All right, let's get this box down there. So yeah, so guys, see, look. So now I know this is my Eurorack bag, and I just can simply take it out, and they're all already pretty much organized, you know, as needed. Because these audio wires are analog, and, you know, talking about, stick our chest over here, bam, done. Look at that brick in there. And you guys can already see this organization process is really good. So this is what we're going to do. Let's get this table down. That way, everybody can watch us rip apart the masterpiece, all the master wirings coming down today. We have a lot of bags on this show. Bag, and bag the tape. So that way, it's out of the way. Yeah, okay. we're gonna reorganize that soon. Right here, these are Proco, they're digital earpiece.
Let me get a bag for
sort of thing.
Actually, you can use this.
Yeah, perfect. This right here is a camera battery that you can plug into the wall to trick the camera. I actually use these as extra holds, but it's really not the right way to go about it. Never buy these lights. Yeah, let's use a 2-gallon bag because we're gonna find a whole bunch of these, you know.
Really?
Yeah, like lighting clips. These are for the Model 1. They're new heads, so you can switch them up, customize them, which is really cool. And we'll just throw that in there temporarily. Okay, here we go. Let's take this down. All right. And let's...
Get moving.
No cutting. All right. Actually, yeah, let's put this over here. Creep in there and unplug.
All right, this is craziness, people. We can't figure anything out here. There's just bundle upon bundle of wires, but I think we got it now. I think after pulling and tugging, I think one and two, we are done. Woo!
So let's take this down for reals. Perfect. Oh my God, there is so much stuff underneath it. All right, flip it straight up, upside down. Perfect. I would definitely don't do this with audio wires. Electrical wires is fine. If it's just a light wire, these are cheap, really cheap lights that we use.
Ta-da!
We got an extra Noctiva we're going to be using in a homemade server build coming up. So this is the next step. What we're going to do is we're going to open this up. This is kind of like the messy one that we didn't completely organize yet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start ripping all of this out. I'm going to use our scissor. So you see all these zip ties? We got to figure out how to cut them. And then what you're going to do is you're going to help me bag everything. Oh God, I hate doing this. All this hard work. All this years and years of perfection. Good luck. Ow!
Okay, you want to take over?
Yeah, switch.
Tag team.
Tag team. Awesome, thank you. Vacuum. See,
Scalpel.
Guys, scalpel. This is very similar to surgery. And make sure everybody down below that doesn't get it writes a comment. But it's a joke. So it's definitely a joke. All right, here we go. Audio wires. Starting just to randomly disconnect things. Here's the SATA 2. Maybe as
you go, should I start putting...
Yeah, maybe wipe it or I don't know.
I'll go grab something.
Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. This is the most... All right, let's pull these wires. Now, guys, as you're moving, you definitely want to make sure things are staying clean. You know, before you pack it, you don't want to be bringing dust and germs to any sort of new studio. Thank you.
Welcome. You're not going to get 2 zip ties at once, I don't think. You have to do one at a time.
See, guys, this is the closest thing to surgery. So that's why having an assistant, just like any good surgery, really matters. That's why we have Kristen, which is a phenomenal helper. And I want everybody to leave a comment below thanking her for her help, helping us with the studio. More just unplugging the godly setup that we had. Unplug. Here we go, boss. Volume controller. Thank you. So guys, these are like little imps. It's low impedance to high impedance. And for all those who don't know, high impedance means guitar, like the guitar pedals, and low impedance is your line level. Now, another really interesting thing as we're breaking through this is you're going to actually see a lot of wires, some in which were not even connected. You know, I know this seems like a mess, but, you know, there's a lot of wires that are running in a lot of different directions, and it's all separated from the power outlets to make sure that we're not getting, you know, hissing sounds. In all of that, it's easy enough to lose a wire, unplug something, add something you forgot, and a wire's left behind. You check it every once in a while before you go and buy any new wires. All right, here we go. That's this. Now you're actually going to see there's going to be 2 extenders for USB. There you go. And one in which I use for power for the items that, you know, just need USB power. And then the other in which I use for, like that one behind me, to extend like a USB 3 into multiple ports. All right, guys, this is what I'm thinking. Right now, I've unplugged and clipped and, you know, we got a ton of these out. We were able to get some wires out, but the next step is going to actually be to unplug all of the actual equipment. Also, stick around because I'm going to show you the best way to wrap up your equipment on a budget and be able to travel with it. You guys are going to be kind of funny, but my DIY works really well, so you don't have to go out and spend, you know, thousands of dollars on professional DJ transfer equipment unless you're a real road, you know, you're going on planes and whatnot. But to break down your studio, maybe pack it away or have to move it like I am into a bigger studio, there is an efficient way to properly pack your hardware. All right, guys, here we go. This is very sentimental. I'm very upset right now. Model 1's getting unplugged. All my hard work. See you later. All right, guys, let's do it. Let's unplug the top so then we can start fishing out the bottom. All right, here we go. Wait till you guys see this. These things are unbelievable. Look at these, okay? These are serious. Each one of these holds a whole bunch of technically ins or outs. All right, let's take all these out. Oh my God, very upsetting. This is my absolute most favorite delay of all time. We're gonna be doing definitely, Kristen's been great de-dusting for us. We'll worry about this power wire in a second. We're gonna pull out this Allen and Heath. This actually uses an Ethernet cable, so that's why you want to definitely keep them around. See, and this is another really cool thing, having Velcro on everything, so that you can stick it, you know. So what I do is, you know, sometimes I'll bring pedals in, sometimes I'll run them sideways. When I want to start using, you know, more and more external pedals, I can put them all on, which is, you know, pretty cool. Like I was talking about before, this is our ducking or side chain compressor from the effects mixer and from some of the synthesizers. So let's go ahead and let's get this unplugged. Now it looks like one of our wires wasn't having it. It's falling apart, which is not good at all. Let's go ahead and screw that back in. There you go. That's why usually these are pretty solid. Easy to, you know, see if there's a problem, which is good. All of it's coming apart. All right, again, I'm going to leave the power wires in for now. Deal with that last. All right, now look at this little nifty trick I had going over here out the headphone jack. And actually on my mixer, on my K1, I was able to have all of these different ports for different tractor, the sampler, for the you know, mixer, headphone A, headphone B. These are all headphone jacks, and then it went on and on and on because I needed to be able to hear things like, you know, my sampler, but because I was using all of my, you know, you could read like right here on the mixer, all of my headphone jacks as send and returns to additional effects. So this was actually a reverb instead of a set of headphones. And if you notice here on the mixer, right, see this one says DJS 1000. So this was actually being used as, you know, a sampler. So my only way to get headphones actually was, like I was just saying, out of these phones, and then these would all go into the Orion 32, which is an audio interface, and then the headphones from the Orion 32 were actually going into my ear. So let's go back into these guts. So here we go, we're pulling these out. These are actually, I think this one is high impedance to low impedance for guitar pedals. So it's pretty cool. So, you know, when you're running guitar pedals into line level, you really want to have these type of things to try to clean up the signal. I can't say this is the best one, but, you know, the other thing is on your mixer, you know, you have to watch out because sometimes the send and returns are too powerful. And even with something like this, it's still not enough. It does also help ground and take out any hissing sound that may come from a pedal. I would recommend on things like this earthquake pedal. So, for example, keeping, you know, the power supplies packed with them, you know, it's just a monstrosity. You know, every single time I unlayer something, it just becomes a whole nother layer of wires and connections, and everything's just always maxed out and, you know, max plugs. So, yeah, It's intense. All right, these are standard power, so like these I know I could just easily fit. Like I know where they go, so I don't even need to really keep it together. DJS 1000's disconnected. My AS1, I mean, I can't say I'm totally impressed with this thing. Obvious, I mean, just amazingness with the Eurorax. Whole list I haven't even gotten open yet because I've been so busy just making all the new videos and whatnot. We got 2 Clap Diaz over here. I'll actually just kind of quickly show you guys one of them. And, you know, we haven't even, we got a Steppy, you know. I can't wait to get, you know, all of this pumping, you know. So this is definitely coming up in some videos. And what we're going to actually be doing is we're going to be building a, how do I say? We're going to be building a bassline Eurorack, just strictly for bass lines, a lead, some vocals, and it's going to specialize in all sorts of cool stuff. I'm going to wind up using this RAM in our new DIY home professional server build. So instead of going out and spending, you know, tons of money on a professional server for all our backup video and our backup professional audio files, actually I bought a used computer for really cheap, and it came with, you know, a Ryzen 5 3600 in there, which is perfect, and it came with everything I need. It came with the guts to build a home server. So I'm just stacking, internal drives, you know, so we'll be going over that, and I think you guys will be really impressed on how that works out. You get on one knee. It's kind of like I'm marrying the mixer right now. Unplugging it and putting it away, if you know what you're doing, can take the same amount of time as putting it together, right? But the difference is when you put it together, you want to test everything like 2,000 times, right, and make it like unbelievable. What's up? All right, so I got 2 friends here. This is Kat, and we all know Kristen. She helped us in the beginning. We're into a whole nother day. This has become quite the freak show. So we're getting through it. Thank God for some awesome friends. So ladies, anybody want to say anything? Introduce yourself.
No, as you know, I'm Kristen, and, no, just Jimmy has a point. This is the way to do it. It's the right way to do it, just to get everything organized. It helps on your build when you get into a new place. Or if you just want to simply change over your system and, organize for next time. So, just good way to do it and get yourself simplified.
Kat, you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. You guys just tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Awesome. I do apologize for any bad audio in this one. I don't have the big speakers connected anymore. Furthermore, I'm not going to hardline it. I'm just going to throw, you know, one of our DJ mixes up that's on YouTube that you guys can watch at your own free will. And furthermore, we're not mic'd at this point. So we're just going to have some fun. You guys can watch us work and hopefully learn something. Make sure you guys stay tuned, because after we're done with the wires, I'm going to teach you guys how to actually pack this stuff up on a budget and travel with it. Okay? You guys are going to be really surprised the way I go about this. But yeah, this is a great way to break a studio down, build it up, and I do this sometimes just to rewire everything because I have a new, you know, way that I want to do things. Sound. Yeah, guys, you can check these mixes out online. Definitely wear headphones or throw on the good speakers. All right.
There.
So, thank you. This is all gaffer's tape.
I know seating.
Yeah, there's very subtle differences sometimes.
Put them in a gallon bag.
Yeah, you should really just grab like all these bags. Or like find a bag and then find all you like wires, you know what I mean, and switch off. You got to hear it on the big speakers, like where you can hear the full dynamic range. You know, those like you see how shitty these are. I paid $30 for that set. So like you're not hearing the full dynamic range. Two friends, better than one. Kat and Kristen, give it up. Leave some comments below. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Oh, sorry. That one, Ethernet. This one is from today.
You're on candid camera.
Oh, get a sandwich baggie, maybe. It's a little big. Yeah, that's
So we're just gonna have to do the Christmas shade. Snowflakes.
Christmas. Oh, I see Kristen shake.
Oh, the Kristen shade.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
What's he talking about? Right, now, this one right here is going to be all power cords, like extension cords. That monstrosity can go in here, I guess.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave it.
Alright, extension cord. I just like handing you guys wires.
Well,
I'm gonna start pulling them
out.
out of the bags and just giving them to you guys over
I
and
hate
over.
you. I hate you. Alright, this is full. One box down.
Hold on. Alright, here it comes. What's up?
Full.
Here.
This is full.
Full?
Full, full.
Alright. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done. We're gonna show you this at the end.
Oh my god, 6 cups.
Kristen put a giveaway inside of it. Just joking.
Put this one up.
Maybe not. Stick around.
That one up.
But watch the whole video.
Jim,
What?
put that one up.
Okay, here we go. inside, like, you know, stuff like this can go inside our secret solution for the hardware. We're about to announce. Oh my lord.
Alright, Jim.
What's up?
This one's done.
What's that? Are you done?
Done.
Yeah, something stronger than this because I don't trust it. Cool.
And I start snapping. I was like,
Little Jackson going.
yeah. Jazz hands.
I'm gonna get comments below. Don't even try me, Jackson.
Yeah, like,
You're
don't
not
do
in.
that. Just don't go there.
Very serious. You see how many different types of cables there is?
Yeah, it's insane. I didn't even know that there were so many
Yeah,
different
look,
things.
we have these coming now. Like, I mean,
Well, those are new.
there's so many different types and shapes. And
Alright, you had this downstairs. So I washed it. And it looks brand new.
let me see. All right, I'll approve. That we approve.
Alright, so let's get this guy packed. Jimmy, we got all we could in here.
What?
We got all we could in here.
Okay, cool. Oh my God, you still have more?
Yeah.
Holy. Yeah.
I
and we
can't
got.
fit it in this one, but I might be able to fit it in this one.
Okay.
Bring it on the table. Jimmy?
Yep.
We grab that one.
That one definitely no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we got all the audio wires. Oh no, there's one more. Hold on.
One more audio wire.
One more.
One more hiding away.
One more. All right, here's audio wire, and then this is a foot pedal, so that goes separate with the hardware. All right, we did it. Stars, shooting for the stars. All right, so this is where we're at. Right now, we've got pretty much all the audio wires separated and inside chests, as well as we had to use a small, pretty strong duffel bag to transfer all the wires. Now here's the next thing. Instead of, here's the secret solution, going out and purchasing, you know, some of this stuff to transfer. They sell stuff to do that, but they're thousands of dollars. We don't need to do that. We're not going that far. We're certainly not sending our equipment around the world. So what's the balance, right? What's the budget way to do it? Well, the secret solution is using luggage, okay? This is the same luggage I would use if I was traveling to Europe. I would put all sorts of sensitive items, like let's say I bought a gift for my family and I was on a vacation coming home, I would use one of these, right? So I trust, as long as I properly put in not too much of the really heavy equipment on top of other heavy equipment, and I separate it properly with bubble wrap. Furthermore, I would not recommend trusting this particular travel bag in anybody else's hands. Not to say that we don't trust anybody, but we don't need our stereo equipment, aka falling off the back of a truck, because we want to make sure our equipment's protected. Anyways, stay tuned. You can watch our pack and travel bag strategy as we continue our journey to move our studio, and we're upgrading. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to be like, wow, it's so worth it. And yeah, let's keep it moving. Keep in mind, stay tuned. We're going to show you the way that we're going to be taking down these lights and literally breaking everything from top to bottom down. So there's a lot more to learn. All right, ladies, you ready?
Ready?
Round two?
Let's go.
All right, they're ready to get it done. Let's do it. Bubble wrap everywhere inside. All right, perfect. First, we know some of these things are already in brown boxes. They're pretty strong to begin with. We'll use that as our base. All right, next we're gonna layer a bunch of guitar pedals. These are really strong. They're made to stomp on. So these can kind of be used near the bottom with a layer of guitar pedals. You know, Super K team. So we're really happy, you know? We're really, really thankful. I have to admit, as much as I love this hobby, if I was by myself, I probably would have dilly-dallied well past our moving date. Anybody who thinks that, you know, I don't know if you noticed, but they sell like paper for shipping. It does not work. Don't buy it. It's super thin. I also own an e-commerce company and we ship glass. And anytime I ever ship a gift basket or glass or anything kind of heavy with paper shipping, like literally like regular paper, and it gets to the client, I get a phone call, it broke, and they call me and say, did you even pack it? Because paper, you know, goes all the ways down. You need to use things like this foam and these bubble wrap. More petals, more petals.
Yeah, you're like, I don't have any more. And I was like, I know you do. Don't even lie to me.
Alright, let's wrap up the Model 1.
Whoa.
Alright, snowing again.
I'm gonna grab this out.
No, leave it in. We're going to leave all power cords connected if possible. That way we don't accidentally fry anything plugging it all back in. Just the big ones. The regular, like, you know, power cord that you use connecting your computer, those are fine. Those are pretty much interchangeable. The only ones I'd recommend separating on the JBL 708Ps, keep those separate. And you guys see how this luggage has straps inside of it? Awesome. See right here? Solid.
Let's close this up. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I was like, it disappeared.
Alright, here.
There we go.
Here, we can throw like this down. It's easier.
Maybe that and then more.
There we go. I don't know if we need, I don't know. I think we're alright. I think this is pretty.
Good with that?
Yeah. But I just didn't like that metal
Yeah,
thing.
anyways.
We could put some bubble wrap around the ends though, and then start layering. Bring it up to big. Yeah, that thing's got to be wrapped like rock solid. This is the most fragile thing. So you guys can see we're not putting too much in here. We got, just to go over the layers, bubble wrap. This is a plasticky impact solution. Bubble wrap, Eurorack being bubble wrap, and then on the top we're also going to put foam because we have the dials up here. On the bottom we're using these cardboard, a little bit of cardboard just for maximum impact, just in case. All right. And we're also using a few guitar pedals just to really you know, for that extra punch, that'll stay secure. This corner.
It's good.
So, think so?
Yeah, it's foamed.
Alright, good. Alright. Here we go, guys. Last one. Oh, see, this was another one of the secrets. Luggage inside luggage.
Oh, one of those Russian missing dolls.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those. Okay.
So this is a good way to store your luggage. Is
There's
actually
dryer sheets in it.
luggage
Throw those
inside
out.
luggage.
That one. Yep.
Yep. So that's what this is for. This is like straight up foam. Here, I'll let you guys do it.
Yeah, 'cause we have a sign.
Here.
A little bit more in here.
This Western Digital can sit as bottom. Yeah, and then we can kind of go like long ways with everything.
Wrap it around. Never too much.
Too much,
Never
too
too
much. This was a good idea, huh?
Maybe up to the
Very
side.
clever.
You patting your own back.
I am. You know, guys, this DJ equipment is meant to be moved around, so keep that in mind. It's, you know, it's pretty durable. Whoa.
You alright?
Yeah. Okay. So now that's something I did want to mention. This is a DIY kind of like rig here, and it's a piano stand. So this can easily tip. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just by having too much weight on one side.
Natural bag of tricks. It's like Mary Poppins.
YouTube, Twitch, Twitter.
Welcome.
Day 5. Alright. So guys, welcome to day 5. We should be like this.
Pioneers.
Welcome to day 5.
Day 5.
Alright, ready? Let's start that over.
Okay.
Alright guys, welcome. I'm back, day 5. Kristen, say what's up.
Yo.
Ow. So alright, let's do this again. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to day 5.
Cinco.
So listen, behind us, as we're working, you're gonna see we're packing a great The chests are working out, the bags are working out, the luggage is working out. Kristen's awesome with the drill. I'm gonna be helping, so yeah.
Stay tuned for the wild ride.
Alright, let's do it. And we're gonna be using this to put the 2 compressors in this particular box.
Good fit.
Let's see.
Just fit.
Does it just fit?
No, it
It
doesn't.
does not.
It's
Oh,
gonna fit in that box.
terrible. Alright, so this is why I don't like boxes. We've got no more luggage.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do have more luggage. You too! Welcome to day 5.
Cinco.
Alright, so we're here. We're going to finish it off. We've got our last piece of luggage. We do have one more. It's kind of small if we need it. We're going to be focusing on our 2 compressors today. We're going to be talking about how fragile these DB25 wires are and exactly how to pack them, as well as our audio interface. We have a few miscellaneous items behind us, and I wanted to quickly apologize for any bad audio in this video. We are using the Fuji X-T3 on-camera mic because all of our audio interfaces at this point have become unplugged. So we're doing our absolute best. Anyways, Kristen, you having fun?
Having fun and get ready to watch me wild out with the power drill.
Awesome. Kristen is a master on the power drill, so it's gonna be like zoom zoom. So,
Get ready for the wild ride.
all right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's do it. So guys, I wanted to quickly show you another trick right off the bat. So remember when we were using this before, right? This plasticky base for our luggage, just because it does have a little bit of strong metal inside of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this down, but I ran out of that material. So another option is you can take cardboard boxes, rip them up, and use these as a base inside, like so, of your luggage to give a good base for the equipment to go on top, and then double layer your bubble wrap. Now that's a really strong base, and I'm trusting my compressors in there. So, as we all know, compressors, they can be super fragile. This is the VCA by Teneglier Audio. This up and in. You'd rather use extra bubble wrap than not enough. Guys, don't buy this camera, okay? Don't buy this microphone either. All right, anybody who tells you that Rode makes a good microphone has yet to know what good audio is, okay? I've been testing it, not happy with it. Furthermore, this is the A6300 by Sony. I've seen a whole bunch of Sony cameras, not in love. I do love the Fuji, but especially the A6300, not a fan whatsoever. I did hear that the A7S3 is decent. I personally haven't tested that one, but I've seen all the rest. I've seen the A7. I've tested the video on all of them, and I'm not impressed. So if that helps, don't waste your money. This is going back, and the store owner better not charge me a 10% restocking fee because I had a whole bunch of B-roll filmed on here that is unusable. And I tried all the settings. I tried Sin 2, Sin 4. I tried S-Log 1, or the 2 S-Logs. Totally not happy with it. So this, in my opinion, is garbage. All right, guys. Here it is. This is the Orion 32 Rev 17. As you guys can see, it's nice and dirty because I've used it a ton. Now, keep the power cord connected so it's easy to plug back in, and you don't want to accidentally plug the wrong one back in. Furthermore, these are your DB25 connectors. Each one of these runs 16 in and outs for left and right. So you get a total of 8 stereo channels or 16 mono channels. I did want to quickly mention, wait, is that true? I don't know, it might be half of that. It might be like 8 stereo channel, 4 stereo channel, 8 mono channels. So anyways, these DB25s are unbelievable, but as you can tell, they're all little baby pins. I went with super expensive DB25s. I know that it's just the same as like a printer cable, but I don't want to take any chances. You know, this is like the extremely expensive. This is where all the magic happens. And I have to tell you one thing, my audio is super clear. My dynamic range is unheard of. In 2020, or I think it was 2019, this rated as #1 dynamic range. You want to make sure your cables stay in good shape. Be really careful. The last thing I need is one, you know, or a couple like messed up, you know, weak analog wires inside, and then all my sound is either hissy or it doesn't sound so good. So I spent the extra money and got the really expensive DB25 cables. And then, okay.
Like a burrito.
Yep, burrito. We just burritoed all the microphones.
Ooh.
Great, awesome. You guys saw this clip before. It's all good. Don't ever buy this crap either. These Jaybirds were the biggest rip-off Apple computers ever did, other than the new 2020 Mac Pro, which is absolute trash can. And it's kind of funny. I had a friend that works at the store, and they called me up on Christmas like, the hottest thing are these Jaybirds. Complete waste of money. Never worked. Never paired. And you know, I just keep them because I wasted $100 on them. I really don't know what to tell you. Apple's a waste of money. Perfect. Alright, one down. Look at that. The floating.
Yeah, what did Jerry do? He just stuck an extra screw in there?
Oh, yeah. Alright, wait. The screws cannot stay on my bed.
I know, I took them off. I put them
Okay,
there.
sweet. You sure you counted them?
Yeah.
You sure them out?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure you did.
No, I did. There were only 2 on your bed.
Alright.
I only took 2 out of that one bottom shelf.
Alright guys, I wanted to quickly go over something. One, so when you have a stand like this, right, and your speaker's on top of it, this is a speaker stand, you know, you can hear, right? And the way you stop that when the bass is booming is you put a pad on there. This pad on top of your speaker stand will actually allow, so when the bass hits, you hear it now? It's not making that, right? So this is a very good, inexpensive purchase. I highly recommend just picking up one of these, put them underneath your speaker. It's gonna make your bass sound that much clearer and take away that rumble unless your speaker's blown out. Furthermore, these sound barriers, right? So normally you see them all over the wall. Well, I wanted to give you guys a suggestion. If you have in your room, see right here, these walls are filled with sheetrock, right? So these walls right here, these are sheetrock walls. They already do the same exact thing that these sound barriers are trying to do. Now there's certain locations I would recommend these in a sheetrock situation. Like we're lucky, we're in a bedroom, we have the good sheetrock. Behind your speakers is a good spot, just a little bit, and especially where your speakers are pointed. So if I was to point a speaker directly at the camera, I would want my barrier directly lined up with where the speaker is gonna hit. So I always see these people, you know, in these studios that are sheetrock go out and they buy a whole bunch of these, and I'm like, you don't need it, right? Plus, you want a little bit of natural reverb when you're talking. And lastly, they will make your speakers sound 1,000,000 times better. So the combination between sheetrock and a few of these where the speakers are pointing is plenty. So don't go out and waste money unless, you know, for example, if you're a studio and you don't have the luxury of sheetrock, then yeah, go for it. Put a whole bunch of these up, because it's going to make your audio sound that much better. It's going to make your monitor speakers sound that much better. And it's unfortunate for those in the mega clubs, right? Because all the highs and all the treble all mixed together, and it's just loud, piercing sound, because their walls are concrete. And in a concrete club, all the sound is bouncing back and forth, creating a terrible clarity, right? So these definitely have its purpose. But again, you know, buy and use these according to your acoustics, according to how your room is naturally treated, and then add these as needed. So anyways, I wanted to give you guys that quick tip as I'm taking it all down. And Kristen, you ready to take care of those last 3 shelves? It looks like she is. So
Wrapped up and ready to go.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, the road ends here. We've got a few hours worth of work left. Now that the stereo is disconnected, you guys watch us do the whole thing. didn't you notice that all the lights stayed on the entire time? The reason is the lighting is on its own circuit breaker, separate from the audio. And all the wires are not only separate on the circuit breakers, but as I'm running the wires from the analog, you know, RCAs and DB25s and quarter inch to quarter inch and all the good stuff is actually separate. On a separate track is the lighting, and then on a separate track from that is the power in and out of all of the analog and digital equipment. So everything gets its own breaker, including the computer. So that way, it reduces, if not eliminates, a good amount of the hissing sound that could possibly be coming out of your speakers. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, Jimmy, it's not done yet. Well, here's the thing. If I start unplugging all of these lights, this video will not be usable. So, like, you know, I tested it. I was like, all right, let's just turn the room lights on. And I turned off all the studio lights. And realistically, I film at ISO 1000, f-stop 7. And when that being said, you know, 23.97 with the shutter speed of 48. With that being said, it goes pitch black in here, okay? On that camera, you could barely see. And if I'm not filming at f7 at least, you don't get the full clarity. And the last thing you guys want to see is us working, you know, with a big boette behind my head. Or what do they call it? Boette? Bouquet? Yeah, I don't even know the right name for it. But the point of the matter is that we can knock the rest out. You guys get it. You take the stuff down. You put it inside of a travel bag. You make it look good.
Bubble wrap the hell out of it.
Yep. Invite some friends over. Kristen, you've been beyond amazing. And, you know, having your friend Kat over as well was super helpful. And guys, I want you guys to leave some comments below thanking Kat and Kristen for all their help throughout this video. They're going to be really excited to be the next big YouTube stars. And I've been trying to talk Kristen into coming on more episodes. So let's give her a, you know, a good thumbs up. Thanks, Kristen, to show our support and the want for her to be on our channel, right? So because she's really creative and she's got all this different positive energy like us for professional audio. So I don't know. Is there much? I don't know what else to say.
I don't know. We're just, you know, trying to make this big, trying to make it for you, and, you know, stay tuned for the rest of the show.
All right, guys. Check out some of our other videos. There's still a lot to learn. I'm going to be uploading today. So by the time you watch this video, it'll be just a few days ago. A sub $2,000 professional audio computer. And this thing is action-packed. 12 less cores than the 3960X Threadripper. And I go take a deep dive. I go really in depth on every single component, everything you need to know about owning a professional computer for a hybrid DJ setup. Anyways, guys, thanks again. And, you know, this video is awesome. So the next time you break down and put your studio back together and, you know, you have any questions or have a friend who's doing it, check this video out because I'm telling you, this is super efficient. And when we go to the new studio, you're going to be able to see just how easy it is for us to unpack and set up the biggest and best studio that we've ever had, that I never thought was possible in my lifetime. So I'm so excited to put that together and take my musical creativity to the next level and bring the absolute best out of you guys in your musical creativity, cutting through the hype and focusing on making the genre of music that you love to do and utilizing your equipment to the absolute best and maximum and answering all those little itty bitty, you know, questions that that we all, you know, had to go through at the years of figuring it out, right? So
check it out.
Thanks.